Alright, what's up guys, it's Bloomberg here. Today we're gonna be working on how to make a logo in around 5 to 10 minutes. This is my first tutorial, so try to bear with me on my instructional advice. So let's get to it. Alright, you're open. This is, by the way, on cs6. Most of the techniques that I'm gonna be using here applies also to cs5. Most of them, around 80%. Well, at least for this instructional tutorial, it's mostly 100%. But for the tutorials that I'm gonna be doing, around 80% on cs5. For the other previous versions, just ask me questions if you guys have any. So let's get to it. You get a file, new. From here, your new layer window pops up, and from your preset box, you have some options here you can choose from. Since we're gonna be working at a logo type of version, we'll just go with web. Gives you a preset coordinates here that are decent to where you can work enough. The width is 800 by 600. By the way, pixels, you can change it from here by columns, centimeters, all the above. So you click OK. We're just gonna go with this. Alright, let's get to it. Now, on this window, what I like to do first is click it. When you see it moving, hover it right above where you start to see the blue layer. Let it go, and then it automatically syncs with the top of the interface. You can also undock it. You click it and knock off the interface. So I like to do that first, so I won't have all these windows open and fuck with my RAM performance. So next, what I like to do, this is my version of how to fuck with this background layer. Most people don't like fucking with it. I like to fuck with it since it's there, it starts you off there. And it starts you off with a locked layer. You see here a little lock icon. And it's giving you a little window which it says it indicates that layer is partially locked. So what I like to do is click it, and once you press OK, it automatically locks, and as you can see, the little lock icon is gone. Then I like to name them. You gotta name them because once you have 20, 30, 40, 100 layers, you're gonna get your brain all mixed up. So name them. We're gonna go with this with background. Alright. Next, I like to add another layer, because this one you're gonna be fucking with it only when we're gonna work with the background. I add another layer, which is this little folded paper from the bottom icon down here. So that's that. This is your navigator tool right here. Let you navigate. And let's get to it. We're gonna go to our typing tool. And right here, we're just gonna go with Crop Circle Studios. As you can see, it's white because it's white clicked over here. We go to our color, pick black. You can see it. Well, first you gotta highlight it. You highlight it, and then you pick your color. It's black now. Click check mark to OK it. And then what I like to do, I don't like putting it in a single click layer because I like to work on them individually. So you click on the next word, crop circle, and check mark, and your last layer, studios. I don't know why I put that. Alright, check mark, and then from here you can see your 3 layers. Next, I like putting a group, which is a folder that you can put in all your folders, all your archives, or whatever. And once you close, you click on this little arrow, it closes it. Let me give you a little demonstration. When you see this little line right here, like that, you know, it's in the folder already. You can see it. It looks different from here and from here. It kind of looks like it's, you know, it moved. So you put them here, be a little bit more organized. Click on the little arrow, name it, type tool, you know, type took, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, so we go to our crop. Again, I'm doing this freestyle. I'm working out of it as I go. Once you want to work on each word individually, you click on your layer, double click on it, and an option comes out, which would be your layer style. And you have some options here which each, you know, do different stuff. So from here we're gonna go with gradient overlay, which gradient overlay, it would be the blend of 2 colors, but not where you can see the line flat across dividing each color. The gradient would be 2 colors, and in the middle you have that, excuse me, you have that flare in between the colors, separating them from both, where you can see the blending of both. So as you can see here, you know, you can see the blendage of 2 colors. Now once you click on that, you go to your gradient, where it says gradient tool box right here. Click on it, another gradient box pops out. From here you have some presets of colors you can fuck with. You got some hippie looking colors here. For us, we're gonna go with something a little more stock. We're just gonna go with blue. And once you decide the colors you want for now, click OK. Alright, let's get back to it. I had a little, well, not a technical issue, but my little nephew was crying. Alright, crop. This is your moving tool over here. You can move this anywhere. You have 2 options. Well, to my knowledge, you have 2 options with your mouse and your keys. The keys, I like it because it's when you're with your zooming option, you can move it a little bit more effective, unless you got some killer skills on your moving technique. Alright, next we go to our next layer. We work on it. We're just gonna add whatever colors, you know, like I said, I'm going this as I go. Again, I'm trying out different colors to give it a different variety of colors so you guys can see what's up with, you know. So it kind of looks a little wacky with the little white background. So let's work on the background. So we double click on the background right here. Let's go again to gradient. See right away it changes. I like this little function because it gives you like a boost, you know. And the white, I like this also because you have the option, you click on this and you move it, and it gives you the option whether you want more black or you want the color you have, you know. So let's go with another color over here. Let's try orange. Orange looks alright. Not really, but alright, like I said, I'm going along as I go, you know. So you got your little folder here. When you have all of them in your folder, you can move them all together and fuck with it. What I like to do sometimes to give it like a background feel to it, and kind of like a pop out, if you will. What I like doing is duplicating the layer, the bottom. What I like to do is rasterize. Well, first merge the group, and then from here I like to do blur, motion blur, and from here you can see it already gives it a, you know, a different look to the whole scenery here. And what this motion blur is basically giving you, it's giving you the radius and the angle of what kind of motion blur do you want, and the distance. So let me give you guys a little example on how this works. The distance would be across, as you can see here, it's going and spreading sideways because the angle is at 0, which would be across 0. Let me give you another example. From up and down would be your 90 angle. You can see it up and down right here, you know, and you press the distance and the pixels, and you higher up the pixels, and you know, whatever, all of this. So we're just gonna go with 0 right here, just cause, you know, it looks alright, I guess, for now. And it still looks a little you know, it still looks a little simple. So what I also like doing is adding a layer and selecting all, stroke, and adding a color where it makes the whole background pop out. So right here what I did is I selected all the layer, I added a new layer, I selected all the layer. You can see all the select little critters here are selected, the whole layer. And then from here I went to edit, stroke. It gave me the stroke option here. The width, I like using width 2 pixels because it, you know, it's not too thick, not too thin. And here it gives you the option of a color. Pick your color, location. I'm gonna go with the center because that's how it works for me. And to get rid of this little critters here, you select and then you deselect. And as you can see here, it gives it a little bit of another look already. So from here, then what I also like doing is this little technique that I adapted myself. You know, it's not much, but it gives it a little extra look. I like getting my brush tool you right click, and then if you guys have layers, you can have your layers here and all that. You know, play around with the layers here. Brushes, excuse me. We're just gonna go with. I'm just gonna go with that. You see, and from here you could fuck around with all this stuff. Like here, we'll just call this custom shape. And as you can see, it's over the typing, so you gotta put it under the typing so it gets under. From here, I like getting the opacity and fucking around with it, you know. And then from there, it kind of looks different. Kind of looks like a hotel logo. And so yeah, custom shape right there looks decent. What I also like doing is duplicating it. Again, the bottom one, because the top one would it's the one that's given the shape. I like using the bottom one, and then again going to filter. It's here again, but I like fucking around with it. The stupid details here. So as you can see here, it gives it a little extra flair. You know, it gives it a little extra look here. You know, I'm gonna go with that. And again, you could duplicate it, and this one you can change it to a different color. Let's go with something that's gonna pop out, like a red or a blue. And we could move it a little bit. We can move it down here, you know. Now the last thing, again, this is a simple logo, a simple background. Once I go more into detail with my other more advanced videos, I will go into detail with more advanced techniques. This is for the beginners, you know, for the ones that are starting out. The last one, what I like doing is adding another layer, and this one I like naming it dots. Now what I like doing is getting my brush tool, getting the simple dot tool, and just making small dots here and there. You don't want to go all crazy unless you can get creative with it. And then you minimize the size. So yeah, this is a simple logo that you can start out with. You know, it's like I said, it's nothing complicated. It's nothing that it's gonna amaze you. From there, you can work on your different techniques. If you have any questions, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, before I end this video, I'm gonna tell you how to export it. Now, say you're finished with your pic. You know, you're satisfied with your ended results, and you want to get it on your phone or on the web ready. Go to File, and right here it says Save for Web. As you can see, and if you zoom in, there's like some kind of distorted fragments. As you zoom out, you can see some distorted fragments over here. So to see the original picture you're gonna export, you go over here and pick original. You can see a little, it's cleaner now, you know. Now over here, file format, JPEG, bro. JPEG all the way. You can give it yourself a try if you don't wanna trust me. You can go with your little WBMP or PNG24, PNG8. JPEG's the best way to go, all the way. Quality always 100, unless you can, you have something else to work with. Maximum on JPEG file, of course. Here, quality by cubic. I usually go with bicubic or bicubic smoother, but with this one we're gonna go with bicubic. And in another video I'm gonna go into more details on what each one means. So then click save. You want to check it on the desktop so you can check it quick, and name it one crop circle. Crop circle banner. Save, and bam, that's it. Minimize, and here you go. That's it. Thanks. Remember to subscribe. Give a thumbs up if you like this video. Again, more videos are gonna be on the way. And if you have any questions, comment. Thanks. Bloomberg here. Peace.